Hi guys, my name's Seb Shooter, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the kickoff for the first Purge that I'm going to be trying against one of our Purge-proof bases. Again, I'm not 100%, I've not really played much with the Purge as much as I've been excited about it because I've been trying to make sure that everything's as planned out for it to do these tests as I would have liked. So, these guys, all of my archers, the guards on this entry tower here, they've all got what is it, hardened steel bows and medium armor, as well as just some other random bits and pieces here and there in terms of the items that they've got. Same goes for, let's just clamber up here so I can have a look across. Same goes for the guys who are over there on that part. I don't think though, I need to go outside and just bring this back. But I'm fairly certain that I didn't give anything to the guys inside the tower there. So the objective, I'm thinking, because it would have taken me so long to get all the stuff that I wanted, or potentially would have wanted for the guys inside. So for the sake of expediency, I'm cloaked and I'm gonna be doing whatever, mostly observing after triggering the Purge, which I'll need to turn on and take a look at how the setup of that works, and I'll be doing that on camera as well in a minute. But yeah, these guys have their equipment. And then I think the guys inside are the ones that don't. But as per some of the stakes that I've set up in some of the other situations, yeah, these guys don't have anything. They're just here to get in the way as is. So what I'm thinking, there we go, close that up for the sake of security. What I'm thinking is I will go back over here. We'll set up the Purge, we'll trigger it, and then we'll see what actually happens, because NPCs now do far more considerable amounts of damage to structures, so there's that. So we'll have to see how the structures fare, we'll have to see how the thralls that I've got here fare, and yeah, we'll see kind of how far they get. Because we've got a lot of archers, we've got a lot of guys up on the wall there, all the way around. So regardless of which place they come from, even if they spawn in the middle here, they should be fine. But then it's I want to know kind of where they go. Like, do they just aim to destroy buildings or whatever else? Lots of you guys in the comments have been saying, oh yes, but they don't. They spawn in wherever now, so they may very well spawn in the lower levels of the tower. It's like, yeah, that's fine. If that's what happens, then we see it happen. The thing that stands out, though, is that when it comes to the spawning into the tower, initially, I was building these Purge-proof bases with the idea of what Funcom had said initially, where it would be an army that would sweep in and across the map to wipe us out, to lay siege to things, and they had to downscale that idea for release and for what they wanted to do with it and how they could do with it otherwise. So we'll have to see kind of how this all works out. But first things first, let's jump into the settings, hop across, go down to the Purge. Now we can enable the Purge. I think Purge level 6 is fine because from what I think they've said, it's a case of going. Not all areas have levels, or like all the levels. So like down here in essentially the beginning of the Exiled lands, I think they said it was between levels 1 to 3, so that it's only those kinds of creatures that will actually show up. But we'll have to see whether or not that's the case. So Purge preparation time we want to keep low. Okay, so 2 minutes is the amount of time that we can really afford. 10 minutes, I'm assuming that these are all default. Okay, so the Purge meter trigger value is the size of the bar, and 42,000. Okay, 0 seems a little much. Stick that back to 42,000, because I don't know exactly. Is that every 15 seconds? Okay. But it's a case of that's the point value that we seem to need to hit. And from what they've said, the specific things required for you to do it are just random tasks. But monitoring the Purge, slightly different matter, because I don't know, because I've seen that there's a Purge meter that comes up, but I don't know where that is or what I need to do if it doesn't show up until I do a thing. So let's go brutally murder these little things here. What was that? Fair enough. Come back. Now an army of rabbits. That'd be interesting. Right, where? Hi, big fella. Okay. Because there is a third bar at the top there, but I don't think that's Purge. In fact, I'm fairly positive that that's experience. So I could have sworn it showed up underneath the food, water, encumbrance, and so on. But do not know. Well, let's hop out of our base at the moment and go and maybe rough up some individuals and people and things. See what's going on. Unless it's because I'm cloaked. Because it was me. I was hoping to just be an observer of what's going on, but maybe the cloak prevents that from happening. So let's turn that off. And just kill some things. Hi. Still not seeing anything that suggests we're earning points of any sort. I did hit apply, right? When we just changed. Yeah, apparently I did. How interesting. Because from what I recall, it's supposed to be a case of the more you do within an area, the more points you get, the more it triggers. Maybe we should drop the required... Nope, that's the wrong button. Maybe we should drop the required number down to something far less significant. Let's go for 100. Yeah? Because hopefully that will be fairly quick to turn up, surely. At least I'd like to think so. Like, this is the one thing about the Purge that I've been kind of curious about. Not necessarily how it interacts, how it acts, and all the rest of it, because yes, I want to see that. I want to see how it all works against these bases and the concepts in the structures that I've built. Because again, something that lots of you guys have said to me in the comments and stuff is that, oh, these aren't realistic structures for a game. It's like, they're not meant to be. They're meant to be big, they're meant to be obvious, they're meant to be easily seen, and they're meant to be kind of there for us to mess around with and see what works. But if I'm not... Maybe I should go over to the Black Hand camp and start murdering them. Because I thought it was any action, so deforestation and mining and everything else. Like, each individual action would give you some more. Unless it's not each individual action, it's each action of a type. So it would be more a case of... like... And it was each individual action, I thought, as long as it was the same type. So people wouldn't necessarily stack up. So if everyone went and started cutting down trees, then you'd get like the number of points equivalent to the number of people cutting down trees, and then that would be it for a period for cutting down trees. So ghosts. Fine, I'm fairly certain I have that emote already. You're a pirate. Come say hello. How? So this is the thing. People have also been saying, oh, but NPCs can swim now. They can be pushed underwater and they can flap around. They can't swim. They won't go anywhere. So in terms of, oh, they can swim out to your base, no they can't. They can sit in the water, but they will still try and stop themselves from kind of getting in too deep. Oh, hi friend. He had a note on him. What was the note? Black Hand Shanty? Sure, we'll take that. Like me a good sea shanty. Okay, I can't see. Hi. Oh, the noises they make. Why can't I strike you? Okay, let's come over here. There we go. Okay, so now you're gone as well. Fine. Again, I'm not... There was, at one point, I'm sure, a meter that we could see, and yet I'm not seeing it anywhere. Either in clan or on our basic attribute. Oh, there we go. Purge meter. Why is that not filling up? Because we're here and we're killing things, and I slept in the bed in the base. I slept in the bed in the tower before we kicked off, so I'm up here as a spawn point to try and make sure that it was this area that it would focus in. But I didn't want to start kind of looking things up for this, because it was a case of going, well look, it should be a case of turning it on and then just doing stuff, right? But no such luck, apparently. Wow. Is it really just that we can't hit them anymore underneath the canopies? Is that the case? Because that's kind of frustrating. Oh, okay, we can hit him here. Literally take his arms off. But yeah, any change? Apparently not. It's really, really interesting. And not necessarily in a good way. Is that another shanty? Is that another shanty? Oh, it's instructions. We'll take those too, because why not? But, interesting. Let's head back over. Is she still in the water somewhere?
You picked the wrong camp, mate.
Yep, she's still in the water. See, this is... This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, she's now under here. She can't actually move or swim anywhere. She's just stuck. So, again, part of the reason why having a base out there isn't necessarily... It's still not a bad idea, because you're not going to be disturbed by anything other than possibly the Purge. Although, judging from what's going on at the moment, it doesn't look like the Purge is wanting to do anything either. So, like we gave ourselves a trigger value of 100, right? I'm now second guessing whether or not I'm clicking apply on this stuff when I get to it. But yeah, we gave ourselves that. So Purge meter update frequency. Raising this will make the Purge value increase faster, make it easy to reach. Okay, well let's raise that all the way up there and see what happens, shall we? Now let's do some stuff. Let's beat up this baby deer. Or miss completely. Again, the slight problem with the combat system is things can walk away from you at a normal rate of kind of walking and avoid all of your strikes. But okay, so did killing a baby deer give us anything? Seemingly not. Is it building? Do we need to build things? I mean, that kind of that would make it somewhat unfortunate considering I've already built these bases. But we can always build some more. We've got stuff to build with. We've got loads of stuff to build with. We can make some random stuff. Just some extra platforms and things. Okay, so let's see what have I got to build. I've not got an awful lot to build, but let's see what I do have to build. If we made ourselves some twine, we can make ourselves some twine and go and create a Decetto pleasure palace dome thing, whatever it is, whatever its name is specifically. Yeah, if we just gather up some plant fibers and stuff, you know, there's tons around, so you know we can just quickly sort ourselves out with a new religious thing out here, because why not? And then yeah, let's see if building that maybe makes a difference. Where is it? We need twine. Where's twine? Twine's down the bottom. There's twine. Just make all of it. But Like, even getting stone? No? Okay. That's very, very strange. Maybe... I don't know why we're not gaining... Like, we went through and killed an entire place, unless... Like, I wouldn't have thought it would be God mode being turned on that would cause it not to climb. Because surely there are some people that want to do the Purge in God mode. But, I mean, we could try turning it off just quickly, see if it starts to clamber clamber up in terms of... Oh, so was it just God mode then? Or is it that we're crafting stuff? So something's just jumped up, or caused it to jump up. I don't quite understand why that suddenly jumped to here. Also, I could have sworn that at one point it came up on the UI for us to actually see, but it hasn't. So I don't know what that's about. But okay, well let's see if we can push this up to the end by maybe setting this down somewhere, because that's jumped up to here pretty quick. Let's get rid of those. We don't need these. But yeah, so was God mode the only thing that was causing it not to? Like, if I stick demigod on instead, so that we just don't, so that we can still observe, so we can still look at what's going on. Will that maybe allow it to climb? I don't know. Let's go and stick this over in here. See what happens, shall we? Because I'm a little confused as to what's going on with this. Because also, again, I would have thought that there, certain admins on servers and things like that would want to be in God mode even if purges are going on. So I'm a little confused as to if that was the cause. But, if it's not, then I don't know what's causing the issues here. I don't know why exactly. Stick it here. Very nice. Little cat shrine. Loving it. Right, but I don't... Is it still there? Yeah, okay. Then maybe we should go and murder some more people. Like, is it... Again, it seems to have... In fact, let's chop down some more trees here and see if that makes a difference. No? Or is it... I'm confused by this, guys. I just want to have it trigger so that we can see what happens. But it doesn't seem to want to play ball with me currently. Although, what if we start picking stuff up from the bottom down here? Because that's it's a different type of stuff. It's not necessarily... No? Alright. Then... So here was me thinking that if we just set it to the easiest that it could potentially be, then it would be fine. And it would trigger. Because why wouldn't it trigger? But even with the settings we've given it so far. So yeah, it doesn't need any players, it should just trigger. 100 points, well, seemingly from the thing that we looked at a minute ago, it should be fine. Update frequency, it says that this should be I mean, if we lower this to 5, maybe. Because we should get the 2-minute warning, and then we should kind of see them swooping in to take us on. So let's go and find maybe a different type of creature to kill, or something. Unless it's both God and demigod mode that cause it to have a problem. But again, that's strange to me, because I would have thought that, again, there would be certain people that would want to be referees, be admins, be whatever, you know, be in those positions where you wouldn't be engaged in it, but you'd be walking through the area, you'd be in charge, in control, and so you'd be kind of looking for, let's go kill some Darfari. We've killed some Black Hand, let's kill the Darfari. Hopefully that will trigger something, although we are getting closer to our other base as well, so I don't want it to trigger too close to that one in case they all go down the wrong way. Hello there. Oh, stuck on their spikes. Hello. Please stand still. Okay, you're dead now. How's our purge meter doing? Nope, still no difference, still no change. I don't know if the marker that it's gotten to at the moment is specifically like, this is the safe zone. You know, this is the safe limit of points you can get before you're at risk of a purge. Or not. Yeah? Because it's... Oh, war paint. Cool. Any more? No? Okay. Interesting. Like, I don't know... As said, I didn't want to look it up, because after watching the dev streams, it seemed fairly straightforward. After taking a look at other people who have been playing through the Purge, all seems to be just a case of turn it on and do some stuff and it happens. So, you know, I'm surprised that, you know, we've gone through 2 camps, we've killed a load of creatures, we've harvested a whole load of plant fiber and other materials, we've built a couple of things, crafted a fair amount just from our inventory. So I would have thought that we'd have seen something, but so far, as said, we've got to this cutoff line, and I don't know why it hasn't gone further yet. And I mean, we've even lowered the trigger value, but increased what it said would be the refresh rate. Unless I read that wrong, so that's... yeah, update frequency. Raising this will make the purge value increase faster and make it easier to reach purge trigger value. A faster purge update frequency will make active players and clans accumulate points faster. Right, so that will help us accumulate points faster. And here it says raising this increases the amount of different selected actions that need to transpire before they're eligible for a purge. So we've got 5. So we've done a few things. Let's just keep, because what, we just killed off some Darfari. That's one activity. Yeah. Take some stone. It's another activity. Let's take some wood. Another activity. What else have we got? Should we kill a deer? Let's kill a deer, because that's probably another activity. And then, what, plant fibers? Aloe leaves. Aloe leaves are different, right? Aloe leaves and plant fibres. And stone. There we go, some more. Although we've already done stone. So, you know, we've gone and hacked our way through a couple of groups of people. We've done some other stuff. Unless it is demigod. Let's turn that off again. Let's turn that off again. And see if now that we do some stuff, if that triggers something. Because if it doesn't, then I don't know what we're going to do. I might have to go away and look up some stuff just in case this is a bug or something. It's possible. Could have just, because I hadn't turned it on earlier, it's bugged out. But no change so far. Huh. I mean, what would really suck would be that because this game, I've had this game going since the beginning, if maybe it won't trigger even though it's turned on, and so as a result I might not be able to actually test out these purge-proof bases until I restart the game to go into and play through in full, rather than just continuing to test stuff out for the time being. That would annoy me. That would be frustrating, because everything else has worked as soon as it's been added. So, and this has been in the game now since launch, which is a reasonable number of weeks. So, any more for any more? No, seemingly not. How strange. Alright, well, what I'm gonna do then, guys, is as I have thoroughly failed to trigger the purge, despite my best efforts, with the possible exception of, I wonder if we actually, there's some foundations. Let's build yeah, let's just build all of those from the materials that we've been picking up, and then I'll just slap them down on the edge of here and see if that extra building counts towards anything as well. Because, you know, if it's a case of, oh well, that the player is setting up a base and that's the trigger, then maybe some extra building would do it. But I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but we'll give it a go. We'll just build these last few foundations and see what we manage. And if it comes to a point of being something that doesn't want to cooperate at the moment, then that's fine. And it just means that next week I maybe won't do another purge-proof base until I know that it works. Or try this again, I should say, until I know that it works. I might go and do one of the new dungeons that we've not looked at yet. The Witch Queen's Palace definitely seems to be one of the ones that's most interesting at the moment. So maybe I'll head out that way, or maybe we'll jump into the Well of Skelos, grab Hannah, see if she wants to come with again, as she has for the last couple of dungeons that we've done. You know, so maybe we can work that out instead, whilst I'm finding out how exactly I need to get this to function, to work. So, you know, we'll do something. Is this making the slightest bit of difference? No, it's not. Well, I don't know exactly what's happened or why it's not triggering. If you guys know, then please leave me a note down in the comments there. Out of the way, dear. There you go. Just because, again, it's turned on. It's got very low requirements as far as I can set in the settings. So beyond that, I'm not entirely sure what else it wants from me. Because we've gone round, we've killed some folks, we've done some things. I'm based here because I've slept up in my bed within the tower. I've been only really working around this area, so I've not been getting too close to any other bases, considering that I'd need to go past the sentinels down there to be near our other base, our other lodge. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see why this isn't triggering, or maybe it's just the fact that the base that we've got here covers too much ground. Maybe it's not localized enough, and so as a result it's having difficulty deciding whether or not I'm in there or over there or here. Maybe, I don't know, but I'll look into it. And as said, if you guys have any thoughts on how to get it to trigger, even though we've set it to a lower requirement and a higher update rate and whatever else, then yeah, let me know, because I'd be interested to see it. Because again, looking at the settings here, it's like we can have 24 purges per day up to whatever level it wants, really. Oh, restrict purge time is turned on. That might be why. I missed that entirely. Right, let's go and beat something up and see if this triggers. This might be a little bit of a longer video because of this, but I didn't realise that it was restricted. Excuse me. I'm trying to kill you. Right, let's see. So we've now got restricted purge time turned off, so it should trigger whenever. Which means that, in theory, that little part of the bar there should update fairly swiftly, considering what we've got it set to. So let's just take some more stone and see what happens, shall we? Unless it's still counting that as an action that I've already done, in which case maybe we need to kill something that's aggressive. That crocodile back? No, it's still dead. Okay. Let's head across to the Black Hand camp. So I've still not got God mode or demigod mode on, so if those were the things that were interrupting, then that's not going to be a thing. It just means that I might also die, which, you know, we'll deal with it if it happens. But I don't think it will against these guys, to be most perfectly honest with you. Any more for any more? Not yet. Hello? Hi. Oh. No, still not yet. Hello. Good evening. Okay, so no, still nothing, and we're still clear of stuff bar sprint cost. I mean, I can turn that off as well. Maybe it's just cheats. It doesn't like cheats, maybe. No? No, seemingly not. just give this one last check just to make sure that I'm not being dense. Preparation time is short, duration is short. Yeah, everything else seems to just be straightforward. I'm a bit of a derp for not realizing that that was still turned on. But everything else looks fine, and yet no more purge for us, seemingly. But okay, I'm gonna call it quits here, guys, because something's not working. Be it my fault or be it the fault of like something going wrong in the game. Who knows? But even though the game is now out, we know that this is a feature in it. We know that it works. Maybe I'm just not doing the right stuff. Maybe I've done too many of the same things, and I need to find other stuff to do, other stuff to build, other stuff to make. Like maybe if I made some, I don't know. What if I made myself some coarse clothing? Will that do it? Probably not, but maybe crafting stuff counts towards it as well. So would crafting each separate thing count towards it? So let's see if as we craft these gloves and things, it makes a difference. That make a difference? Nope, still not climbing. Okay, well, what I'm thinking I'm going to do then, guys, is again, if you've got any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments, because I'm a little confused as to why this hasn't triggered now. Like, granted, I was confused before, but then I realised that I hadn't turned something off. So, you know, there's that. But, yeah, now that it's turned off, I would imagine that we've, like, in terms of actions, in terms of activities, I would have hoped that we had done enough. You know, killing stuff, crafting stuff, gathering stuff. You know, that's the kind of list of things that you can do in this game. So I would have thought we'd be okay, but it hasn't moved, even though it's supposed to update more swiftly and, or at the very least, give us more of a result from the actions that we undertake, and it requires us to do less as well. So, you know, I would have thought that it would have triggered by now, but apparently not. So, as said, if you've got suggestions, or if you've played more with the Purge than I have so far, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to get some help and advice just on getting this to trigger, so we can try this stuff out. You know, the stuff that I have been working on for ages to try and just see how it works. Like, there is a part of me that is a little sad that the Purge is now this smaller raid event thing every time you've just done enough. Yeah? Where before it was made a much bigger thing, even in some of the dialogue that some of the characters say to you and talk to you about, it's still made out to be a bigger thing, when it's just not. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, that's such is the way that game development works. You know, things get changed, but it's, you know, something seems to have not worked out here. So, alright, I'll leave it here then, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.